now that the weather is finally nice, it's important to get the kids out, like away from the Xbox, outside doing something productive.
Yes, and what better way to get them out into the garden, right?
Absolutely.
There's a whole bunch of benefits for kids being out in the garden. We know that they'll eat more, they'll exercise more, they'll learn about nature and learn about how things grow. But how do you get them out there to make it fun is really the key.
How do we entice them to go outside?
There are 5 really easy ways to make gardening fun for kids. The first one being give them their own space. So what you can do is actually rent them a little plot of your garden if you want to, and then maybe pay them for the vegetables that come out of that plot as a, kind of like a lemonade stand, but a garden stand. So that's a fun way, and you can see the sprouts garden behind us. So that's, kids love dirt. They're really attracted to dirt. So what better way to do that? Also, give them a bag of their own gardening supplies. So give them their own little garden gloves and their tools and little kneeling pads so that they feel like it's their size equipment, not a big hoe that you're trying to make them work in the garden. And also have them pick out their own seeds and vegetables that they want to plant. The more they're involved in that process, the more likely they're going to want to check on that stuff and take care of it.
Some great ways for them to take some ownership in it.
Exactly. And you can think of themes, or you can think of fast growing things, because kids like to see things happen quickly.
They want to see it happen.
So radishes, spinach, carrots, all those things are really quickly growing. And then also you can do some mammoth-sized sunflowers. Those will grow 12 feet tall. Very fun.
My little brother loved growing those.
Yes, and the kids can actually measure themselves along with it. So that's kind of a fun way to get them involved in the garden. And the fourth way would be to actually have them make some markers for the garden, and just using some rocks. Just have them use a Sharpie marker, permanent marker on the rocks, write out what it is and put it in the garden.
Those are really cute.
And then the last way that's really fun is have a garden side picnic. So throughout the season, whatever's ready, just lay out the picnic blanket, get them over there by the garden, and enjoy the food that's coming out of the garden.
And they've contributed to what's
they have.
going on.
They'll appreciate it so much more. So one thing you can make is a garden patch muffin tin pizza.
Those look tasty.
Super easy. Kids will love them. It's their size, mini size.
Right.
So all you're going to do actually is start out with some whole wheat bread dough that you've thawed out. So you'd have a whole loaf actually, and what you would do with that is just lay it down, and you'd want to spray your knife so that it goes through pretty easily. And then you'd cut it in half, and what you're going to want to do actually is keep cutting it in half until you get 12 pieces.
Okay.
And then once you have those 12 pieces, you actually just flatten them out. Let's see if we can get one off here. And they have little discs kind of like this.
Oh yeah, like little frisbees.
Yeah, and then all you're going to do is utilize that as part of your muffin. Put it right in the muffin tin, so it would be down in there like that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you actually start mixing the vegetables. So you're going to put cauliflower, just, you don't need a lot. So a 1/4 cup of chopped up cauliflower. You want to make sure it's finely diced.
Right, so it fits in there.
Fits in there, plus, kids are more likely to eat it without having a lot of big chunks. We got some green peppers, we've got some tomatoes, and then also some broccoli. And then all you would do is basically just mix that up with a spoon. And once you'd be ready for that, you'd put a little teaspoon, just a small amount of pizza sauce on the bottom. And then you'd put about a tablespoon of vegetables on, and then just some cheese.
Look at that.
And once you get it all done, you just pop it in the oven about 400 to 425 for about 15 minutes. And then they come out perfectly looking.
What a great idea. A great way to get involved, a great way for the kids to feel some ownership in what they've done and to enjoy it after it's all said and done.
Exactly, and they can use those vegetables that they've grown.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
All this information is on our website, kaaltv.com. Just look for Fresh and Simple.